Hello, good evening. My name is Vasco and welcome to tonight's training. Welcome to the training of how to get 5 new clients in the next 30 days just using LinkedIn. I started 1 minute earlier just to, welcome everyone and wait for others to join. We've got quite a few people joining tonight. Tell me where you're from in the chat. Say, who you are, where you're from. That'll be great. Say if you can hear me okay, if there are any problems. My colleague Terry is on the side of the chat, so he'll be sort of putting a few things on and helping me also answering some questions and putting some details. So as he says on the chat at the moment, say hi and let us know where you're watching us from. I'm sure that most of you are from quite a number of places. Hi, Lena. Nice seeing you again. It's great to have you here tonight. Also, subscribe to our channel. This way you'll get pinged when we have new training coming on and so on, and some info about it. And also do a like on tonight's training. That helps us also know that you've enjoyed what we're doing. So I've got someone here that's I can't read your name. I apologize. If you could put it, I'll be grateful. It's Inesh. Nice having you tonight. And from Coaching Academy, great to have you. Tell me where you're from. That'll be great. Fiona, joining us from Uni of Plymouth, but actually sat in my shed office in Cornwall. Well, great to have you here tonight, Fiona. BCF Coaching Academy, they are from Australia. That must be what, very early in Australia tonight? I'm doing this live from Plymouth, where it is 5 degrees outside. Inside, yeah, it's quite nice and cozy. This morning was very, very cold. My car looked like a piece of ice. I couldn't even open the doors. I don't know if some of you had the same problem, but over here in the UK, it's quite cold. Yes, Aaron from Surrey. Welcome, Aaron. Thank you for participating tonight. Emma, I'm from the University of Plymouth too. Oh, great. My daughter studies in Plymouth Uni, and she's online tonight as well. Great. So, anybody else wants to say where they are from and say hi before we start? Well, let's start tonight with how to get 5 new clients in the next 30 days just using LinkedIn. Oh, Naringa. Hi, Naringa. You're from Ireland. Great to have you tonight. Same as you, Dave, from Surrey. Oh, so we have 2 people from Surrey tonight. Sinlet from Reading, and Dibape from Athlone, Centre of Ireland. Alexandra, she's from Russia. Great to have you on board. She's the founder of a remote working company in Europe. Great to have you on board, Alexandra. And Ellen, she's from New Forest. Sarah from Totnes in Devon, just up the road from us over here in Plymouth. So, let me start tonight's webinar. So who is this training for? And I like to make this very, very clear. By the way, as we move forward, any questions you have, any things that you want us to discuss, put onto the chat. Mike from the French is in the French Alps. Great. It must be cold there. Put it on the chat, any question you have, and we will discuss it as we go along. But in the end, we'll have Q&A, and so there we can, fire away and have all the questions that you might have. So Who is this training for? It's for people who need to generate leads. It's for people like me are not comfortable with cold calling. I hate doing that, and I'm sure most of you are. It's for people who want a simple process to follow each single day. And it's for people that are selling their expertise or know-how. So if you are in one of these categories, you're in the right place tonight. Hi, Rosaline from Vancouver, an SA expert. Surinsta, yeah. You've got my link on to my LinkedIn profile. So if you guys want to connect with me, send a connection request. I'll be more than happy to accept you guys. You can do the same with my colleague Terry Eve, who's helping me in the chat, and also with Dean Seddon, the founder of MAVERRIK. We'll be more than happy to connect with you guys tonight. Hi, Lucy from Kenton. Hi, Andy from London. Welcome tonight. So what were we going to cover tonight? I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story about being on LinkedIn. We're going to talk about the guru and the lead gen problem that we have. The one strategy, which is quite an interesting one. The 4 Cogs. The £1.5 million whale. And how you can work with me and the MAVERRIK team. And then we'll have Q&A. So, why should you listen to MAVERRIK? Why should you listen to us at MAVERRIK? You know, we have done this from scratch. We've had the experience. We have done everything we're going to show you with no adverts. We've got testimonials and reviews, and you can go and check all of those out. We haven't got a thick skin, and we hate cold calling, and we don't believe, and you've got the image over there, we don't believe in bullshit, that bullshit works. Let's put it frankly. We are a business that we've got an address. We are a real business. We exist. We have a physical building. In fact, we have two-floor buildings. And we got a team behind us that are here to help you. And we've got real results from real clients. Now, my colleague Terry says on the chat, follow Terry because he's much better looking. Yeah, probably is. The International Education Group, welcome. They're based in London and Toda from Milton Keynes. Let me tell you my story. When I started this journey, Dean, who's the founder of MAVERRIK, turned to me and said, Vasco, how many connections have you got? And I said, very proudly, huge chest, 1,258. And he looked at me and he said with a smile, crap. That's total crap. That shocked me. I thought, hang on. I know these 1,258 people. I've shaken their hands. I've sent them emails. I've spoken to them. I know these people. Well, it proved that that wasn't good enough. And we're going to show you why not tonight. But the thing is, I come from a generation, so like some of you, that we started on before LinkedIn on doing new business by having the yellow pages, a bunch of white papers, and some scribbled up papers that our boss would give us. And what we used to do is pick up the phone, ring someone, get a gatekeeper who will tell us to go somewhere else where we didn't want to go, and we would tick the name off and move on to the next one. End of the day, we have done 20 or 30 calls, got 20 or 30 gatekeepers saying they don't want to talk to us, but we'd be more than happy because we had done our job. We looked at the pages, there were 20 or 30 ticks. Great, let's restart again until someone, took the bait. That's how it was done. Now you've got LinkedIn, and on LinkedIn, you talk to the decision maker and you talk to the decision influencer. All of a sudden, there's no gatekeepers. You are talking to the people you need to talk to. So it becomes very, very important that you show yourself professionally, you show yourself that you know what you are doing, but also you get brand awareness and you get personal brand awareness, you as a person. Because on LinkedIn, people do business with people. So in my story, this was a great change because all of a sudden I could talk to people. I could talk to the people I needed to do business with. And this, gave me great confidence. And I started to learn how to go about, the way I did the business. And also, I became consistent. And this is something you have to do. On LinkedIn, you have to be consistent. You have to apply yourself. You won't get results on day one. You have to work it. You have to do outbound before you get inbound. And this is what happened. And for example, in terms of connections, from those proud 1,258, I've got over 34,000 now. 30,000 is the cap. And above that, it's followers. And we can talk about that a little bit further on. But we are getting more and more business. For example, at MAVERRIK, we've got no salespeople. How's that? We've got a person that deals with sales questions, but he just upsells and cross-sells to the existing base, and he gets everything inbound. So we've got no salespeople. Everything comes from LinkedIn and what we do on LinkedIn. As Terry says, if you have a question, drop it in the chat and we'll answer them as soon as we can. So we at MAVERRIK have got real results from real clients, which you can do the same. And as you can see, we've got Trustpilot, and on Google, you can go and see there what people say about us as a company, as a team. And for example, one over here, just after 3 weeks of working with us, just with MAVERRIK on my LinkedIn, I was able to close a deal of 1.5 million. You've got Gavin over here, says 8,000 plus sales on LinkedIn since November 2019 from 0 sales following your course. I'm not on the platform all the time. And if he was, probably you'd get more. And so, sorry about some of these funky images, just to lighten up the training. The lead generation problem is people become very pushy, they become irrelevant, and people become suspicious of them because they do something which is connect and pitch. And I'm sure some of you have had this experience where you've got someone asking to connect with you, you say yes, and 2 seconds later you get War and Peace of someone trying to sell you a website or an app or something like that. No one has ever made a sale from this, as far as I know. And I'm sure all of you here tonight have not bought anything from these people that have connected and pitched to you. So it doesn't work. There are better methods to get results, which we're going to show you tonight. The social selling alternative, it's easy, it's relational, and it's natural. And it's the right way of doing things. And sometimes people want LinkedIn to work for them the way they want. You have to work with LinkedIn the way it works to produce results. Otherwise, you're going against the grain. It's like going on to a highway and deciding you're going to go the opposite way because you feel like it. You're going to get no results. The only result is going to be a huge crash. So all of us probably know the answer to this, but we tend to do the opposite. Why is that? It seems that the bad way feels more productive. We think we will get results probably faster, and it won't get you results faster. It'll get you banned. And lots of people do this like, spray and pray. Let's see if something sticks. And we're going to talk about a little further about this. But There's a way to do things correctly. There's a way where you don't need to be pushy. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Selling on LinkedIn, it's not hard if you do it right. Clients will find you. So this rat race, this is more like the hamster race, of going around and around and getting nowhere, can end. You can put a stop to this. So I was just checking the chat over there, by the way, but it seems everything's sorted already with our friends from Australia. So selling on LinkedIn isn't hard, but there's a way, a proper way to do it. So let's do a quick reality check over here tonight. Most people offering LinkedIn training, for example, have never had to do it themselves. I recently had 2 people offering to train me, and one of them had just left high school, was in Switzerland, had never worked before, and 3 months after, he had become a guru, and he would teach me how to get hundreds of leads and how to do it. I just have to pay him the right amount that he asked for. So I had quite a few of these. When these people appear and give you these offers, check them out. See what Trustpilot says about them. See if they've got a physical address. If there's a place you can contact them. See if they are real people. If they really, really exist. Another thing in the sort of reality check I want to do with you tonight here is about automation. It's a major risk and it can get you banned. So if you're thinking about this, think twice. Also, pursuing instant results will make you do crazy things in pursuit of leads. So don't do this. I know that some of you are having a huge pain about how to grow your sales, how to get leads. But don't do anything crazy. There's a right way to do it, and we're going to show you. Most lead generation has no targeting behind it, no strategy, so it gets simply no results. And the other thing we've learned is that 80% of the success of implementing anything is that implementation. It's implementing. And people don't put enough effort, they're not consistent, and they don't get results. And 80% of that failure comes from that. Fiona says, what do you mean by automation? Bots, robots doing the things for you, okay? And there's quite a number of things there, and we can talk about this a little bit further down when we get to Q&A, Fiona, no problem. By the way, if you're enjoying the webinar so far, and I hope everyone's awake still, give us a like. We love that. Just tell us you're alive and I'm not talking to the wind. You don't need a secret system. You just need some common sense and have a system. So here's another one of those quirky things we have. We are fans of things like Star Wars and Star Trek over here. Behind me, you can see a huge collection of Star Trek ships. So what you need is a one strategy. That's all you need. And it's common sense put into order. Let me show you what I mean. The one strategy. Now, this is interesting, okay? So pay attention. If you want, write this down. Instead of trying to fight like an army, you should fight like a resistance fighter. You know, it's not about taking a country. It's about taking a city. You know, you have to build a fortress and not a line. And take on fights you can win. And don't play to other people's strengths. So you have to go for the long haul, okay? The one strategy is that we talk about is, instead of you trying to fight like an army, you should try to fight like a resistant fighter. And this is the one strategy, which is one client. Who are you trying to reach? One problem. What pressing pain do they have that you can help them solve? Have one message. What content resonates with them? One offer. What can you promote and what offer do they need? So in other words, you should land and expand. Now, this one strategy is great because you focus on, when you say one client, it's not one single person, it's a group of clients. So have that in mind. It's not, spray and pray sort of thing. Let's see if anything sticks. It's have one client, deal with one problem. And the great thing about dealing with one problem is that when you are addressing one problem and one message and one offer, you are indeed, what you're doing is trying to nail and zero in into one space. You go in and then you start cross-selling and upselling. Instead of doing loads of things, loads of messages, see what sticks, do one thing. And where most people do mistakes is when they try and do lots of things at the same time, and they've got no time, no concentration, no means to do that. So what happens when you speak about the gap between where clients are and where they desire to go? There's a gap there. So you have to speak to that gap in their journey from 1 to 2 in your marketing. In fact, what you are is the bridge from point 1 to 2, from where your client is and where he desires to go. And your product, your service, and so your message must be to fill that gap, to be the bridge from one side to the other. And if you don't know this, you can't sell easily. So one client, map out your ideal client profile. Deep Bapai asked, what did you do on LinkedIn to catch my attention for the session? I wasn't aware of MAVERRIK. And well, as my colleague said, please do what he says there, and email us at i@MAVERRIK, and more than happy to explain. Yes, it can be a tangible product. Also, let me say this about the one message is that we see people not being successful because they go all over the place. So we want you to focus, and tonight focus on a one strategy. So when you map out your client profile, first of all, job title. See which is the geography you want to work on. What is the industry and the company size? And it's interesting when clients do this, we find out that they thought that the person they should be talking to could be the global head of something, when it's not. It could be the managing director or the chief of operations. In terms of geography, some people have everything set and they are concentrating in places where they shouldn't be doing business, or they can't do business. When you're talking about industry, some of them are talking to the wrong industry. And we've had that quite a few times where clients find out that, hang on, I'm not having success because most of my connections and the people I'm talking to, they belong to a total different industry. And then what company size do you want to talk to? So map out this for you to decide who is my ideal one client, okay? So then it's the one problem, yeah. Remember, it's the gap. It's what can you offer? What do you offer that fills in the gap? That becomes the bridge from where they are, where they want to get to. You speak about their journey from 1 to 2 in your marketing. And the one message. you should regularly produce content and should be daily. And I'm talking about doing this on LinkedIn, of course, that it's relevant to your client and their problem. And instead of saying their problem, let me put it in other words, to their pain. Pain is the most important thing. People are moved by pain. I'm sure that most of you are here tonight, came tonight because there's some pain in your structure, some pain in your business, and you're looking for a solution. You're looking for the paracetamol to your pain. And you are here tonight probably trying to find out, is this webinar the paracetamol you need for your pain? And I hope that we are. So as Terry puts out over here quite well, and I, Francesca, the one offer can be a service or product. It's whatever is your major offering that addresses the pain your clients experience. Thanks, Terry, for that. Engage, so talk to their pain. Engage them as people. Use metaphorical content to make your points. Use examples of people like them that you have helped and you've succeeded. And remember, be you. Don't try to be something else. Be you. Because people buy from people. And let me put this in another context. People buy from real people. So be real. Be yourself. You know, it's interesting that on LinkedIn, some of the posts that have more success is when people talk about themselves and show that they are human beings with the same problems, with the same ideals, and looking for the same solutions. Naringa says, what about my target market is SMEs? If I choose one business type, will it not generate enough reach? Good question, Naringa. And let me say that what is your primary sort of industry? Go for that. And then move from that onwards. You see, that's the big problem that most people have. They think about losing out. What you want is people or prospects to come to you. Okay? So you're going to show on your posts, on what you talk about, how you present yourself in such a way that people will want to come to you and talk to you. Don't be worried about, am I hitting every industry? What is the main one? What is your product and solution made for? Go for that. Become known for that. Okay? And then expand from there. Be you. Because people buy from people. Any questions? More? Please do put it on the chat. One offer. And this probably Naringa will answer what I'm talking at. Don't try to sell loads of things, lots of things. Just sell one thing for example, a season, 30 or 90 days, so you can build awareness of who you are and what you can do. And then consider the one offer as an entry point into a relationship where you can then land and expand from there. And then you can focus when you enter here, you can sort of sell and cross-sell. You know, sometimes companies are so busy looking for the new opportunities, for the new business development, they even forget the business they've got in-house. They're so busy trying to sell more and more, they forget that they can cross-sell and upsell to their existing base. And sometimes they don't look in-house for those opportunities. So this is a great time also to do that. But, you know, the thing about the one strategy is that you penetrate in one point, and then when you are in, you start expanding. Don't try and hit loads of places because you'll get nowhere and you'll get no results. I'm selling websites. What you suggest to target? What are the best clients for you in terms of websites? For example, you could, I'm sure you're going to say anybody. There is someone, there is an industry that you specialize more than in others for sure. Aaron says, tricky one, Vasco. I have home-based business in a box solution in personal development for people who want to start their own home-based business. So I just pick one niche. Yes. Yes. Show yourself that you are a pro in one area and then go from there. When you try and please everybody, you please nobody. So go from there. Show people where your expertise lies, where you are the best. We do this in our business. And then we expand from there, and we get people calling us about other sorts of business. This is what we do. So everything I'm saying here tonight is what we practice. So what we preach, we practice. Okay? My colleague Naringa is answering you. And please do follow what he says there. Also, instead of trying to fight like an army, become a resistant fighter. So remember, one client, one problem, one message, one offer. In other words, focus so you can land and expand. Okay? Do you get that? One strategy. Let me talk now about the 4 Cogs. And this is quite interesting. This is the social selling essentials. The 4 Cogs are the vital components to sell on LinkedIn without pushy tactics. Now, some of these you probably won't like because it means work. Nothing lands for free without putting work on. But content, you should produce content. So, I mean, posting every day. Do a post every day. And produce it for your ideal client profile. And if you want any ideas how you should do this, please do go and check my profile, Terry's profile, or Dean's profile, and see how we do it, how we structure our content. See how we make you aware of what we're saying, how we make you stop to read what we've written, what type of posts are there. And one thing that you probably hear later on probably even another of our courses is the way you should write a post and the attention you should pay to it. So see our posts, see how we do it, and if you've got any questions on any of these topics, come to us, email us at maverick.co.uk. The other thing is engagement. Engage with your prospect and have a meaningful non-sales conversation. You see, lots of people, what they do is they try immediately, they connect and they try and sell. No one buys from that. In fact, what you want, it's not to sell to anybody in a written piece of content. What you want is to talk to people. You want to get them across the board through a conversation. So you need to get them into a conversation. And for that, you need to engage with your connections. You need to harness that engagement to get results. And you have to nurture your prospect. Then it's connection. Connect with everyone who engages with you or you've engaged with. Some people say, oh, I know, I don't connect with everybody. I don't connect with people I don't know. Why not? You should connect to everyone that's within your criteria. If he's not a decision maker, maybe he's the decision influencer. And, probably from the old days, you remember some of the people that did sales development, you'd say, when you go into a company, become friendly with the receptionist, become friendly with the telephonist, become friendly with the PA, because these are the people that are going to help you get inside the company. These are what we call then the influencers. So sometimes you'll go through these before you get to the decision maker. So connect with everyone that engages with you. There's no problem. You've got 30,000 connections. That's the cap. So there's lots of connections for you to do. Conversion. To convert people, you have to use articles, lead magnets, for example, messages with people that you have built a relationship with. Never underestimate the power of a thank you or a congrats, you know. And on LinkedIn, for example, you've got a feed and which tells you people's birthdays, job promotions, work anniversaries and birthdays. Congratulate them. Start a conversation with them. Say, "Hi Vasco, congratulations on your promotion." And Vasco is going to get pinged by LinkedIn saying, "Would you like to say thank you to this person?" And if he's a nice guy, I think he is, he's going to say yes and talk to you. And what he's going to do is send you a message saying, "Thanks, John, for your wishes." And then you go, "It's my pleasure, Vasco. By the way, here's a link to a great product that we've just made," or "By the way, would love to talk to you. Are you available for a quick call on Thursday?" So you start a conversation. But first, and for at least 2 weeks, let people know you. Okay? And by the way, I'm going to talk in the end of this webinar about a course we're going to have, which will tell you everything in detail. We'll show you other things that you can do, other ways to work this out. Also, we are going to give away a guide, a PDF, about the hashtags you should be using. Okay, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit further down. So, do this, write good content that's for your ideal client, engage with your prospects, have meaningful conversations with them, connect with everyone who engages with you or if you engaged with, and then use articles, lead magnets, and messages. And do this for 30 days. Did you get this? Do it for 30 days. And if you do this for 30 days, you are going to get results. Don't give up. Post every single day, 5 days a week. Okay? Not only business stuff. Do a sandwich of engaging posts and commercial or corporate posts. Monday, engaging. Tuesday, corporate. Wednesday, engaging. Wednesday, corporate. And so on. If you do this, so 3 engagement posts, 2 corporate posts, you'll get people looking at your stuff, engaging with you, and wanting to know more about you. Talk to them about their pain. Let other people taste you as a company. What do you taste like? Let them get that taste. And if you do this during 30 days, you are going to get results. So, as the man says over there, do it. Do it for 30 days. Have we got a promise on that? If you do this, you can be sure of the results. So, now let's optimize, okay? Let's optimize your profile. And you have to do this to make it, how could I say, ideal. You have to look professional. People have to look at you for what you are. Remember, people do business with people. So, there are 3 things that follow you. It's your photo, which should be professional, friendly, and so all those photos that you have from a wedding, but you know where you think you look great, take them out. With sunglasses on, take them out. With in Ibiza, with with bubbly in one hand and not without a t-shirt, take those out. Take a friendly, professional photo. There's an example there. Yes, as Terry just put on the chat, consistency is key to success. So you should have great picture. Then name, first name, surname. 2. If you have more than that, in searches, you'll come in the bottom of the search. So first name, second name. If you have an hyphenated name, try not to use it. If you do use it, well, be aware that you'll have problems in searches. No cat photos. No cat photos. Our friend from Australia is talking about cat. No, or dog. It's you. Because people are not going to do business with your cat. They're going to do business with you. Then underneath, put in what you do and what can you do for people. Because there are three things that follow you everywhere. It's your photo, it's your name, and it's your title underneath your name. So in my case, for example, I'm the Chief Strategy Officer at MAVERRIK, and then I do LinkedIn, I do marketing strategy, I'm a mentor, keynote speaker, and we as a company are helping 1 million businesses grow. Also, the interesting thing is that part of my profile is SEO'd. So I should have things there that help when people are searching for me or for those specific titles. Also, underneath there's an About section. And on the About section, you should put in there, what can your company do for me as a prospect? You shouldn't have there, because you're not looking for a job. I'm a highly professional man with experience, with 30 years experience, worldwide, blah, 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 blah. Hang on, guys. You're not looking for a job. You are looking for prospects. And me as a prospect, I want to read on the About section, what can you do for me? So a great way of doing it, if you don't know what to put there, go to the website of your company, in the About section, copy the About section and paste it there. Underneath all of that, you can leave a space and put everything about you. But remember, you're not selling, the great guy you are and like you're looking for a job. You are selling your company, okay? And then underneath there, you've got now a featured section where you can introduce links, for example, to your website, to posts you've done, to articles you've done, to blogs, a new solution that's come out from your company, a new thing that you can do, on a website, because you do websites, or you're a coach and a new coaching program. Do that and it will appear there. So when people look at your profile, they see you're an interesting guy, you look professional, you do things that interest me as a prospect. I can read and see what you do and what you are about. And on the featured section, I can see some things that you have, which I can click on and go to and find out. Which step of relationship with a particular connection is a great moment to message her with an offer? Great question. So no pitch, no connect and pitch, nothing like that. It should take you about 2 weeks. Okay? Become friendly with people, nurture them, let them know you, and then go, after they've learned who you are, after you've nurtured them, then you go and talk about what you do and how can you help them. But until then, on your posts that you're doing every day, they're seeing what you do. What can you help them with? Helping unhappy professionals who want to escape the 9-to-5 and start an online home-based business. I achieved the time freedom and just get started with the business. This is the thing you'd like to do, Aaron. Yeah, that is a good one. Do it. Put it there. Put it there. Because when you go and do a search, you'll see, the things you'll see is the person's photo, his name, and this title. If they see you and they're searching for this, they want to talk to you. And if your photo looks professional and friendly, you'll be the first choice. Okay? Any other questions? Yes, Aaron, your headline. Great. Great, Aaron. A bit too long. I'll make it slightly shorter, but that's the way to go. Okay? And if later you want, email us and we can help you. No cost states. We really want to help you guys. If you make your profile about your company, what will happen when you change jobs? Good question. Will all your contacts not remember you as company X and your income? Yeah, well, what's the problem? When you work for a company, you must be loyal to that company you work for. You represent that company. People will do business with people because of you. You will make the difference. And people will want to do business with your company because of you. Not the other way around. It's going to be because of you that people will do business with. So if you are working for, look, guys, and you can see this on my profile. I've had more than 39 years experience, and in 39 years, or more than 39 years, I don't say more than, because it sounds I'm very, very old, but and I am. I've worked in many companies, and in each company, I defended that company, I defended that product, and I was proud to show what I did, because at the end of the day, people were talking to me because they wanted to do business with me and with the company I represented. So it's natural, it's normal, okay? Also, this is why it becomes important when you connect on the new business you are, that you always connect to the right people within the business you are now in. Yes, and you update, as Terry's put in there, you just update the job title, you update everything on your profile when you move from one business to the other. No problem there at all. Also on your posts, and now we're going to talk about your posts. So we've talked about your profile, the posts. Can you see how it's done? There's a question there. Do you want to work with me to generate sales and leads for your business? I'm talking about a pain. Our new intake for our Social Selling Accelerator program is now live, and then it says see more. So 2 teasers straight away, separated, easy to read, people cross-read. So there you go, and people will click there to see more. And another thing is you want people to stay at least 3 seconds on your post, because this will count as a view. And then what you want to do is use the correct hashtags. Now, let me talk to you about hashtags, and this is rather important, okay? So, before I go into the questions over there on the chat, please listen to this. The hashtags you should use are those that are relevant to your prospects, to your clients, not to your own industry, okay? And some people tend to make their own hashtags about their company, which most of the time, not even the company CEO is using, or that is not following it, okay? You have to use the hashtags that are relevant to your prospects. Let me give you an example. I do apps, okay? We've got someone here that does on tonight that does websites. So I do websites, and I use hashtag websites. Who's going to see what I do? It's going to be other people that do websites. I want to use an hashtag that's relevant to my client. Who buys websites from me? It's marketeers. So hashtag marketing is the one I should be using. Hashtag management is the one I should be using. Hashtag strategy. And hashtag entrepreneur. Hashtag entrepreneurship. And we've got this list. So if you wait a little bit, my colleague Terry, near the end of tonight's webinar, is going to give you the link where you can go and get this list of hashtags you should be using. Is that okay with everyone? Let me just see. Join us for our full LinkedIn course in which we teach 7 steps which leads to sales pitch. Yeah. So the hashtags that on LinkedIn are totally different to hashtags on other platforms. Okay. There's only 3 that are rated. Only 3 hashtags are rated. So don't use more than 3. So when you use hashtags, use 3 that are relevant to your prospects. Also, you'd want to get the good results. So choose the right types of posts, write them correctly, start with a question like this that I've got. They talk to the people's pain, do a second line as a teaser, and always space, make short sentences, space them, okay? Any doubts, check my profile, Terry's profile, or Dean's profile. The other thing I want to talk to all of you, it's about connecting. So when you get connections, either accept them or ignore them. And now you probably see here Why is it so important for you to have the correct photo? Why you should have, we took the names out obviously, but the correct title, okay? Which tells people what can you do for them. And show your photo, show you are real people. Don't get, don't put anything that, for example, over there, you get a blob, a gray blob, because you don't want to show your photo. If you want to do business, you have to be open for business. A few months ago, I met someone that gave me a business card. I haven't, well, and this was before, this crisis. I haven't given any business card from there on, and I'm sure none of you have. But I got a business card from this person, and on it, it had two things: the person's name and his job title. And it had nothing else. And I said, how can I get in touch with you? And the person said, yeah, I'm the new business development director, but I hate people talking to me and contacting me. So that's why I don't. And if I don't trust a person, I just don't put it in. I just put in my contact details if I really want to talk to them. So why do you give them away? As a new business development person, if it was me, I would even give my mother's phone number because I want to do sales. So why don't you do it? And it seems that that person doesn't work anymore. But that's not the way you want to do business. You want to show everyone what you are and what you can do for your prospects. This is the reason why, at the end of the day, you are on LinkedIn. The other thing is, you should withdraw people from your connections that you have not accepted in 7 days. They have not accepted you in 7 days. And I'll tell you why. When you send the connection request, it will lie there forever. So what you need to do is every end of each week, go onto the connections you've sent out and take those out, withdraw them. Otherwise, if you get too many people saying no to your connection requests, you might land up on something which is called LinkedIn jail, okay? Which makes it difficult for you to connect. People will not see you. It's a very lonely place. Also, never send more than 100 connection requests a day. Otherwise, the algorithm will consider you as a spammer and you will land on LinkedIn jail. So if you start from tomorrow, do like 20 to 40 a day for a week, then do 40 to 60 or 70 a day on the second week, and on the third week, go from 80 to 100. Never go over the limit of 100 connection requests. And don't, and it's in bold there, don't pitch cold connections. Nurture them for 2 weeks and then do it. So why this won't work for you? And we've put in a few things why this won't work for you. You don't define your one strategy. You shift your ideal client profile. You don't leave your industry and join your clients. You look for shiny toys to shortcut the process, like bots and things like that. You don't post every day, and you try to connect and pitch. If you put in the time, you will get the results. So remember, do what is natural, what is correct. Work with the algorithm, work with the with LinkedIn, and our people want to do business with you, not the way you want to do business. Okay? Yes, and as Terry says, yeah, number of invites you send depends heavily on your activity on the platform. The more active you are, the more invites you can send. The thing is, most of you probably haven't been sending invites. You hear today's webinar, say, I'm going to start connecting. Tomorrow you go all crazy. All of a sudden, the algorithm sees, oh, hey, hang on, this person all of a sudden is sending hundreds of connections. He's a spammer, is he? Let's put a stop to this. So do it slowly. Let me talk about the 1.5 million whale that we all look for in business. This was a client of ours He made no sales pitch. He posted every single day at the same time. He engaged with his connections. He nurtured them. And the prospect, he bid following a thank you. And he invoiced £101,000 within 3 weeks of connecting. And in repeat business, this meant a contract of 1.5 million per year. We worked with this client of ours to achieve this through the Social Selling Accelerator, which is one of our programs. And if you want to check that out, you can go to our website and see it there. But this was a program that we did where we did what we've been talking to you about tonight. And there was no sales pitch from this person at all. You know, he just made himself visible. He nurtured his connections. He talked to them. He was their friend. And this is what you want to be seen by your prospect, as a friend, as a person that when he talks to you about business, they're happy to see you. Okay? And can we rewind the video, or is this on replay? Yes, Terry will answer this for you. You know, let me say something about this. Become friendly with your clients. This is like, imagine this. End of the day, you go to wind down from a stressful day. You go to your local pub, you sit down, and you ask for a drink, and all of a sudden this guy called Vasco comes, sits next to you, tells you a great story. Hey, you listen to the guy because he's telling you a nice story. Day two, he sits next to you, tells you a joke, and you laugh with him, and it's great, and goes on. And then on Friday, he sits down and tells you, hey, this is what I do, this is my profession, and I tell you about MAVERRIK. You listen to me because I've been a great guy all during, you know, the week. Imagine the opposite. Day one, I talk about my company, MAVERRIK. Day two, MAVERRIK. Day three, MAVERRIK. Day four, you'll be kicking me out onto the road because you're tired of listening to me. And this is the engaging stuff you have to do on your posts. You have to, you know, do things day in, day out that are engage. So, but also twice a week, you will talk about what you do. Engage with your clients with your posts. Make them interesting. Make the people like to see what you do and wanting to see what you do. So if you're struggling to make sales, you don't know what to say, you're frustrated by not converting leads, nervous of digital social media, you want to sell at a higher price point, don't want to do an hard sell, there's this thing called Social Selling Accelerator. But we got something even better than that. Much better than that for now, which I'll be talking to you further down. What do you want? Instead of doing this, trying to open the store, trying to ram it open, you know, you want to get things like this one, which says, I've closed 6 new clients and 20... By the way, you can go to Trustpilot, it's there. I've closed 6 new clients and 20 inquiries in 13 weeks from MAVERRIK's training. Awesome group of people, thank you. Our new client will spend circa £600,000 with us in the next year. You'll see more of these, okay? This is what you want. You don't want to go around forcing your way in, you know, pitching, art selling. You want people to come to you and wanting to talk to you. So if you want this, this is what I was talking about. We are doing Win Your Next Client on LinkedIn, which is about generating sales and inquiries from LinkedIn without resorting to desperate tactics. And we will help you optimize your profile for your ideal client, sell on social media that works for you long term, produce content that gets noticed, and generate 10 leads a day. It's a great training course. It's just £45. You can go to www.winyournextclient.co.uk, and Terry will probably also be putting this. We've helped generate over £10 million in sales using training on LinkedIn. So if you're ready to do sales on LinkedIn, this is where you should be. You know, we'll show you how to use features on LinkedIn to promote and sell your services. We'll show you the benefits of having Sales Navigator and premium subscriptions. For example, things like smart links. We'll show you how to build relationships from cold with prospects on LinkedIn. Why using LinkedIn incorrectly can be damaging for your business, and we'll show you what is being done and shouldn't be done, and why LinkedIn automation isn't such a great idea. So if you really want to get sales out of LinkedIn, this is the course for you. Win your next client on LinkedIn. It's just £45. Easy. You know, we are going to do it next week. Am I right, Terry? I hope Terry puts in the chat. There you go. There's the link. You can go to Eventbrite, and on Eventbrite you can register yourself, pay, and join this great webinar. You're going to be amazed at the things we're going to show there. So if you want to do all of this, you want to get sales, go onto Eventbrite and sign up. It's just £45, and I'm sure you are going to get the information, and you're going to learn how to do things properly. Any questions? We'll go on to Q&A now. Any more questions? When is the webinar? Leon, if you go on to the top, just 3-4 lines above you, now 5, you'll see the link there for Eventbrite. Just click on that link, it'll take you straight away there. Thanks, Aaron, for being here with us tonight. It was a real pleasure, and do please talk to us, and do subscribe to our channel, because you'll get pinged all the new webinars, free webinars that we do, and do a like on this on this training, guys. We love to. It's just one click, you know, on the like. It'll do great for all of us that are working. We love that. So we can feel the love. Let's put it this way. Okay. Yes. The bonus. Terry, can you put the link to the hashtags? Come on, Terry. Terry's going to do it. So thanks very much for mentioning it. How long is the course? The course, Terry, it's got the times there. I believe it's an hour. It always falls in between 1 and 2 hours. How important is Sales Navigator? Very, very important. And this is something we're going to show in that course. How to use it, how to create lists, how to look for leads, both in people and in companies, and how to work them. We are going to show you that. Do you have to have the paid LinkedIn account? So probably when you say the paid, it's Sales Navigator. Sales Navigator, it's the ideal. We'll show you why, and then you can decide after that course if you want to have it or not. There's a 30-day trial which you can use and enjoy and see if you're going to make use of it. And I'm sure that you will make very, very good use of it. Premium LinkedIn. The ideal is not premium. The ideal is Sales Navigator. That's what you really want. Premium is just a little more, lets you do some more things than the free version. What you really want is Sales Navigator. Why? Because you can do a number of things, like, for example, do lists and keep these lists and work these lists. While on premium, you can't do that. The other thing you can do also is you can pinpoint the people you want to do business with, and you can find them. You can find, for example, the people that have changed jobs in the last 90 days within the industry you're trying to target. And people that have changed jobs in the last 90 days, they open to new ideas, to new deals, to new suppliers, to new ideas. They're looking for innovation. So these are the people to target, and only with Sales Navigator. And by the way, we get no commission from Sales Navigator, but we know this is what it works, and we'll show you why it works. So there you are, the top 100 hashtags, the link. Please click on there and go and get this list, which will help you tremendously. The full LinkedIn course is 2.5 hours. There you go. It's going to be on the 16th. It's going to be from 2 o'clock to 4:30. So from 2 p.m. to 4:30 in the afternoon. There's again the link is just £45, and you are going to get tremendous training from there. Go there, click on this link, and sign up. I will probably be on the training with Dean, and tell us then if it was worthwhile or not. Okay? Yes, LinkedIn Premium is not worth the money. Go for LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Yes, do that. We will show you this. We'll show you how it works. Any more questions? Anything you'd like to say to us? Did you enjoy the training tonight? Did you? Just say yes or no. We would like to know. And don't forget, do a like, subscribe to the channel. Any more questions? Terry and I are more than happy to help you. Right, our friends from Australia, Coaching Academy, thank you for being here tonight, and have a great day. Sunlit, thank you very much. Isabel, thank you for being here tonight. Bushra, thank you. Mike, great to have you here. Inesh, brilliant. Always nice to have you on board. Sam. Cherry, can you answer? We say Sam, but I know you, Sam Expert, but you've got another name. Is it Alexander? I think it's Alexander. I can't remember. Lucy, thank you very much. Our friends from Russia, thank you so much for you to have come tonight. Any other question? Sam, Terry will answer you in a minute. So guys, you can see the hashtag, the top 100 hashtags to use on LinkedIn. Go and download it, and go also and register for this great webinar next week on the 16th. Just £45. Easy thing for you that will help you tremendously. Really, it will help you tremendously. Yes, it's Alexander. I remember you. It's great to have you again, yeah, Alexander. Really, you've been to quite a few of our trainings, and I really hope that they've been very useful to you. And whenever you got a question, just email us at i@maverick.co.uk. Rupinder, thank you for being here tonight. Really great to have you here tonight. Alexander, brilliant. I will accept your connection request. I will do it even tonight. Yes, drop us an email. Right, guys, if there are no more questions, we will leave you tonight. We want to thank everyone that was here. Thank you for the patience of listening to us from Maverick. We hope that we were really useful to you. And do go and check the Eventbrite link. Check the training, which is just £45. You'll get 2.5 hours of great training. Especially, on great tools like Sales Navigator. how to use them, how to look for your ideal client, how to connect, what to do with these connections, how to write in detail, answers to these conversation starters and things like that. Terry has put that again. Well, here's an interesting piece of information. Would you like to hear it? Terry just put in there. We train Microsoft about LinkedIn, and interesting thing is the owner of LinkedIn is Microsoft. So the owners of Microsoft of LinkedIn are trained by us. So I think we know a little bit about LinkedIn. So I'm sure we can help you. So go and do this training next week. It's on the 16th, 2 hours and a half. Great training. It'll be done by Dean. You're going to love it. Really you are. Adverts on LinkedIn. They are good, but very expensive. So if you're not selling Ferraris or Bentleys, there are other options. Drop us a line. We'll tell you what to do. Okay? Send us an email. Any other question? It is a bargain at £45. Terry's saying there, it is. Because this is a similar training that is charged £245 live. So you'll get, loads of information and training for so little. So do take this opportunity and sign up for this. Yes. Only if you are selling ticket items. Yes, I totally agree with you. Any more questions? If not, thank you very much for being here this evening. Thank you for showing your love. Thank you for your likes. And I sincerely hope to see every one of you next week on the 16th doing this fabulous training. You're really going to, I'm sure in the end you're going to say it was really worth it. Have a lovely evening. Keep warm, keep safe, and see you around. Take care. Good night.